Welcome back. Today we are introducing a new segment called Farm to Fork with Ali Triolo, and we are just so excited. She's a dear friend and she just cooks incredible, and we're absolutely in love with all of the recipes that she offers, and we're going to have her every Friday. So Ali, first of all, it is so amazing to have you. Tell us a little bit about what we're going to be looking forward to every week.
I mean, 2020 can't get weirder.
Right?
You guys called, and so for the past 2 years I've had a total passion project, healthy cooking, healthy living. I come from a farming background, and that has been something that's really driven my life, knowing ingredients from the seed to the plate. And so when you guys called me up, I really wanted to incorporate healthy living, but tied to local agriculture. We are so blessed in Kern County to produce so much of not just the nation's, but the world's food, the world's produce. So every week I'll be joining KGET and be cooking healthy recipes driven by local and seasonal ingredients.
Well, I am so excited to have you, and we are so excited and blessed to have you as well. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be making today, right? We're getting right to it.
Yes, let's get right to it. So first off, we're going to be making a white peach and arugula salad. It is so good. And as you know, it is so hot outside, we do not want to heat up our kitchen. So first you're going to start with about a bag of arugula, 3 handfuls, whatever you have. And I know you're wondering, why is this not plated in a bowl? But it's actually more fun to put it on a platter. So I'm using white peaches today, but our grocery stores are laden with stone fruit. So really whatever is in season. I have some yellow peaches here. Today I'm using these white Saturn, but you could use plums, you could use whatever looks the freshest. So right now I have about 3 peaches, and I just layer it on top of the arugula. Don't use the ones that fall on the counter. And the best part about a white peach, if you've never had it, is it's a little sweeter and a little more floral. Not like perfume, but it has something that works great with the peppery arugula lettuce. So then we're going to top this with some red onion. I thinly slice it, and it's about 1/4 of a red onion, and I really like it as well because it's not going to overpower the peaches. So this is a great ingredient. And then let's talk about the cheese we're using. I'm using goat cheese today, and goat cheese is a great alternative if your stomach doesn't react as well to dairy, because goat cheese has a lot less lactose than cow's milk, so that is such a blessing. It's good for our digestion. It's good for probiotics in our system, so that's great. And then locally, obviously pistachios. It adds a great crunch to this dish. So I do about 1/2 cup, and shout out to Wonderful because they make them already shelled. And we don't have time in the kitchen to be cracking our pistachios. So people always ask me all the time, I hate making salads at home because they never taste good. So
the dressing,
the dressing, you have to make it at home because in the grocery store, there's just a lot of added sugar and ingredients you don't want. So what I have today is I have olive oil, I have aged balsamic. It's a little bit sweeter, but it is great for this recipe. But if you don't have anything aged, just regular will work just fine. So what I love to add in my dressing for sweetness, my mom always made salad dressing growing up. It was like, for some reason, my favorite part of cooking at home. She put a pinch of sugar in it to balance out the acidity of the vinegar. But instead, I like to use honey because right now, if you're like me, you're probably sniffling with allergies, and using local honey is a great way to kind of digest those pollens, fight that off. And then my trick ingredient is I actually use mustard. Now trust me, you're not going to taste this mustard in the dressing.
A hint of it.
Yeah, it helps emulsify the oil and vinegar. So if you wonder, why is my dressing separating? That is the key. Then you just do some salt, pepper, and you shake this right on up.
This is a great alternative versus just picking up something from the store.
Oh yeah, and then just using it in a mason jar. You may not use all of this for your recipe, but it's perfect because you can store it for later. So you just drizzle this right on. And moms, dads, if you have your kids at home and they're not going into school, this is how you get them in the kitchen. Let them plate this. So Vanessa, I want you to taste before we go.
The best part, my favorite part.
The best part. I made her lunch today. But this is really, it's a very decadent tasting salad, but you're knowing that it does a lot of good for you. And by the way, peaches, they help your skin glow. So this is almost a beauty salad.
And that's the thing, right? You're always picking things that have probiotics or anything healthy for your skin, whether it be anything.
And for your digestion, I like to eat food that makes me feel good, but I also want it to taste good. So this is kind of my go-to for summer.
Oh my goodness, that dressing is so good. I love it, Ali. Oh my gosh, we are so lucky to have you.
And
I just can't wait. How can people learn a little bit more about the blog too?
Yeah, so you can follow me on my Instagram at happy_healthy_wholesome. I've got my website up there. Look for this recipe. It's right on there. And if you try it, tag me. I know it'll be just beautiful.
Oh, Allie, we can't wait to have you. We're going to see you back here next Friday, and we're going to have something else,
Yes,
right?
we are going to be interviewing one of our local farmers about grapes and cooking with that.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Allie, and thanks for being with us, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.